Hey there champs, we got some breaking news and I believe this is the biggest, best news we're gonna get all year. And that is His Excellency Turki Chef, the real face of boxing. Him and his team are willing to give Gervonta Tank Davis and Devin Haney whatever money it takes for both of them to have the mega fight in Riyadh in Saudi Arabia. And they want them to have that mega showdown in Riyadh. When I heard this news, I could not believe it and I got goosebumps. I said, finally, we're gonna be able to see this fight happen. And finally, we're not gonna have to wait any longer. We're gonna see the best fight the best at their best. Not like Mayweather and Pacquiao. They were the best, but they did not fight at their best. That fight was at least 5 years overdue, and it could have played out different if they would have fought 5 years earlier. Devin Haney and Tank Davis can fight right now and fight 5 years later. Every boxer progresses different, and some boxers don't even progress, they degress. Just look at Roy Jones Jr. and Bernard Hopkins. They fought old and young. Roy Jones Jr. beat Bernard Hopkins when he was young, and Bernard Hopkins beat Roy Jones Jr. when they were old. They should bring it back to old school boxing where they fought plenty of times. I believe Jake LaMotta and Sugar Ray Robinson fought 5 times. Jake LaMotta won the first fight, but Sugar Ray Robinson beat him 4 times after that. But that's neither here or there. But I am glad that Turki and his team are hardcore boxing fans just like us, the boxing world. And we're gonna be talking about that next. But before we get into that, if you guys are not subscribed, please punch and knock out that subscription button. That way you'll never see it again. And ding the notification bell. That way you never miss any of my new boxing videos. Alright guys, let's get to the round. Ding, ding. Alright champs, let's get started. As we all know, Tank Davis and Devin Haney in the States are not heavyweight boxers, but they carry heavyweight boxer status. They are as big as Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, and Deontay Wilder, not in stature, but in star power. They are very talented and pretty accomplished, especially Devin Haney. But as we all know, His Excellency has really just put the top heavyweight boxers against each other and some light heavyweights, but mostly in the heavier division. I thought His Excellency just really liked the heavyweight division, but he likes all of boxing. And him and his team are willing to put any amount of money for Gervonta Tank Davis and Devin Haney to fight over there in Riyadh in Saudi Arabia. This is a big plus because I thought this fight was never going to happen, but there is a minus, and that is that the fight is not going to take place here in the States. It's going to be in Saudi Arabia. But I don't think that's the bad part. The bad part is the time that is going to be showing. This fight for us in the States is probably going to start during the middle of the day or even the morning. And here in the States, we're really used to seeing the main event around 8 or 9 in the afternoon. But I am from California. I'm sure New York will have a different time as well. We are 3 hours apart. But I'm sure for this fight, people will make arrangements. If you have to work, call off or call in sick, whatever you gotta do. You cannot miss this fight, guys. Because I'm sure Devin Haney and Tank Davis will be the main event. But I'm sure their undercard will be stacked. Just knowing how Turki and his team set up the fights, I'm sure it will be similar to the Day of Reckoning. A lot of big names will be fighting there. And the Day of Reckoning, we had Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua, and Dimitri Bivol, just to name a few. And I see this card having similar caliber fighters fighting big names. And I believe the price tag will be similar to the Day of Reckoning. I believe it was $39.99. Now that is a bargain. I'm pretty sure everybody could afford those prices, especially for the fight that you are going to get. You will be getting filet mignon and lobster for cheeseburger prices. All you gotta do is get 3 of your friends and everybody put in $10 and you got the fight right there. You will have non-stop classic fights, and I wonder who will be on the undercards. Maybe Shakur Stevenson, Lomachenko, Teofimo Lopez, David Benavidez or Canelo, To be honest, I really can't believe still that this just happened. But as we all know, it's really Devin Haney that keeps calling out Gervonta Tank Davis. And Tank seems like he's the one avoiding the fight. He always finds something to not make the fight happen. I'm just calling it how I see it, Tank. But I am a fan of you and a fan of Devin Haney. But I'm just not a boy fan. I couldn't care less about your records. If you guys get knocked out, lose or win, I don't care. I just want to see you guys fight. But I noticed Tank Davis keeps saying if you want to make the fight, you know who to call. And I heard Devin Haney wants to get a hold of Al Heyman, but he doesn't have his number. And I'm sure Tank Davis knows how to talk to Al Heyman to make this fight happen. If Tank Davis really wanted the smoke, he would have fought Devin Haney already. Devin Haney also keeps saying that Tank Davis says everything but let's fight. Also, Tank Davis keeps saying that he is the face of boxing, but you only knocked out Ryan Garcia, a guy that's never been a champion. How does that make you the face of boxing? You guys did sell 1.2 to 1.4 million pay-per-views, but Canelo has already done that a lot of times. Knocking out Ryan Garcia does not make you the face of boxing, dude. And you and Ryan Garcia got something in common. Both of you guys stuck Devin Haney. That is crazy. Two of the biggest stars in boxing are ducking Devin Haney. The only person that I truly believe can beat Devin Haney is Shakur Stevenson. But I believe Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney is a 50-50 fight. But I think Shakur Stevenson still beats Teofimo Lopez. But Teofimo Lopez, I believe, is my favorite fighter. This guy keeps taking tough fight after tough fight back to back. Teofimo Lopez can retire right now and go straight into the Hall of Fame. This guy is the definition of a throwback fighter, and Devin Haney is not too far off. But I believe Teofimo Lopez is the leader of the new school. But hopefully Tank Davis does take this fight, because I know Devin Haney will. And if they do, I hope they have Teofimo Lopez and Shakur Stevenson on their undercards. And I hope Teofimo Lopez and Shakur Stevenson get the winner and the loser of Tank Davis versus Devin Haney. I don't care who gets the winner and the loser, but all four of those champions should mix it up. And I know I'm a fan of Teofimo Lopez, but I don't care if he loses or wins either. I wish when every boxer started, they start with one loss so nobody will care about their records. But the only one who has been doing that is Lomachenko and Teofimo Lopez, but mainly Lomachenko. Lomachenko is 17-3, and that is not a winning record. That is pretty bad until you take into account who has he really fought. And this guy fought Salido in a second pro fight. I think they're trying to do that with Cormel Moulton. Cormel Moulton fought an undefeated fighter in a second fight, but he was only 4-0, which is not nearly the same at all. But thank God for Turki and his team that's changing boxing for the best. Do you guys think Tank Davis will accept the fight? And if he does, who do you guys have winning, Tank Davis or Devin Haney? I have Devin Haney beating Tank Davis. Comment below and I'll write to everyone back. If you guys like the show, like the video, share the video, subscribe, and that's it for me, champs. I gotta roll.